Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
How did you take it from a book from the Babbit?
Okay, so we're gonna start this here. We'll just start right now. Welcome to Before You Log Off. Yeah. Well, before you log off, I'm Sir Aaron Carter here with Stephen Gutierrez and Adam C.
Hi.
And wow, you peaked pretty high there, but you didn't peak so much that it hit the red. So
I didn't break the thing.
Yeah, no, you're good.
That's all that
You're good.
matters.
Try again later.
And this is episode 4, 5. What are we on now?
I think this is 4.
Number 4.
Yeah. 4.
So I think the thing is, I think by episode 10 or something like that, we should probably start naming these things.
Oh, I've been calling them my sweet babies this whole time.
And that's why I think by episode 10 we should start naming these things and not be
because then they'll be sweet adults.
Like children or like...
I don't know, just have, I guess, a theme for it. But I say by 10, so it gives us some cushion room.
Well, I mean, tonight's a special night.
Tonight is a very...
tradition, if you will.
Tonight is a very special night.
Breaking the law.
We'll see how it goes. It'll be our very first time doing this one. We're going to actually have our very first geek debate here. We have some very worthy opponents, myself and Adam C., with moderating done by Stephen Gutierrez here.
Attempting to moderate.
Well, I mean...
You can't contain this, Stephen.
We'll see how far
we'll
he
see.
gets there. I mean, I guess we can do just some cleanup stuff. There was a lot of things that happened around the world. And...
Gotta adapt, overcome.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're here again.
Yeah.
The big thing, though, is I got to see Mary Poppins today, everybody.
Oh, man.
Yeah. A lot of racism in it. No, not really. Not at all.
From Mary Poppins 1 to Song of the South, how racist did we get?
It's actually a very good movie. Like, if you have children or if you're a child at heart, we'll keep it at that.
So why are you looking at me when you say that?
Then I would say go see it. Of course, it is a musical, so there's going to be song numbers, dance numbers, and all that type of stuff as well. But it is a very good movie. I would recommend. Disney actually didn't drop the ball on that one. I was really hoping that I was going to see some Lion King trailer, like a full-blown one, but apparently it's only teaser right now. So whatever. Gotta wait on that one. And then it was free, so you can't beat that.
You can't beat free. How was the popcorn?
I had chicken fingers.
Oh, of course you did.
The
ones you've been waiting to eat for weeks.
Delicious
yeah.
chicken
The one you
fingers.
cooked and put away.
They were. That was pizza, actually. So how dare you? That they were delicious. So yeah, and then that was it. Because I really didn't do anything else today. I missed a soccer game, U.S., but it was with their D team. I didn't get to play any video games. There's been a lot of work.
Somehow became a British accent in that video games.
Been watching a lot of Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
You what?
Which is, oddly enough, I saw a video where a lot of British actors said that Dick Van Dyke's... Oh, I don't know if I can...
Okay, bleep.
We'll bleep it in
can you
post.
bleep
Somebody's
that?
name. What are you talking
We'll
Blake
bleep it-
Van Dyke?
We'll bleep it in post. That guy, D Van
D Dyke.
D Van D, he has the worst British accent ever. A lot of British actors were like, yeah, his British accent in the original Mary Poppins, the worst.
Is he British?
No, Dick Van Dyke?
You know that John Malkovich.
So no.
No.
Right? Then what were you expecting him to have a good British?
But it's like if somebody, so you've heard people try to imitate English accents, like American accents, I should say, and they all either were California people with like this, like that, or were Texans.
That was pretty good.
Howdy, boy! Like I'm gonna go get some hamburgers. Like we don't talk like
Well,
that.
you have the New York, which is...
Exactly. Yeah, the Boston.
The real-
yeah.
Real New York pizza.
Like we got 3 people that live in America. So yeah, it's
That reminds me of John Malkovich with a lot of movies he's in. He's in a period piece where it's like 1500s, and he does his voice, and he doesn't change it. Everyone's talking in like 1500s British accent, and he's just talking like John
All right, then,
Malkovich.
jolly good. And then he just, I'm John Malkovich.
And I am John.
And I am John
But
Malkovich.
what's funny, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, his the accent he does in that movie, and it's like, all right, Okay.
He does an accident. I can't.
He does like the Zephod. He does tries to do like a weird kind of like metrosexual Russian kind of.
That's actually I've never seen that combination before. So
every time I see John
Well, yeah,
Malkovich,
'cause
I
they're
just
not
think
allowed,
Cyrus the
but-
Virus every time.
that is a pretty good.
That's
and that's
Cyrus
and
the
that
Virus.
voice that he does in Con Air is what he does.
Is what he does in
every damn
everything.
movie.
That is true. That's true.
it. He's just that character.
Adam, you have a Switch, right?
I am the Switch. Yes.
And you have a Switch too, Steven?
No, I do not. I need one.
Because they're getting cheaper apparently.
Whoa, that's good. What
Uh,
are we talking here?
I don't know. It just Nintendo said they're going to be working on a cheaper one.
I
Talking
heard
about
that they're
$100?
going to
wait,
be.
a cheaper one, like a cheaper version.
Yeah, like a cheaper
Are
version.
we talking iPhone C here, or are we?
I believe they're
is
coming out
this-
with a locked one because I know the one right now you could. I don't know what the term is, but you can jailbreak it. You can do whatever the hell you want to it, but like online play is limited.
Well, online play is limited.
So I guess with the version they have out right now, you can I guess iPhone kind of jailbreak it to where you can like download like whatever the hell you want. But they're going to limit that here pretty quick, is what I've been told, and it sounds like this might be the next one where they won't allow you to do that.
Well, only because like I've been thinking about it.
Okay.
And only because there's certain games that I want to play on there as
Yeah,
well.
Legend of Zelda. Yeah.
I mean, I guess Legends, and especially there's. I
That's
guess
still
they're-
like one of their.
They're
best
supposed to be
games
coming out with a
on
part
that
2
system.
of that one too. Another Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Rumors, as far as I know, I don't know. It's
only-
probably out there. It's probably
The only
been
reason
announced.
I bought it for, and I am not disappointed.
So I mean, I do want to kind of play those games, but I don't want to buy. I know I won't be on this thing. Like I can't see myself. Actually, I have an Xbox. I have a PlayStation, which I barely play those two right now. I mean, I'm on my Xbox a lot, but
If you think back to the original commercial that they came out with, like you're at home and you're playing, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go to work, and then like you're walking to your car and you're still playing the same game and you're continuing it, and then you go to work and then you're on lunch and you're still playing and stuff like that. The idea behind it, that it's like a DS that you can plug into your computer and play it, and you can continue to play wherever or whenever you want. That was like idea number 1 that was genius. But number 2 is coming out with all these other games that you can. I think Final Fantasy is going to be coming out on it.
they're talking about the actual Nintendo Classic system.
Correct.
That's you can get all that
So,
stuff on there.
The more things they put on there, I think
they're
it's
finally open a shop.
Yeah. Well, they
the
just
Wii shop?
killed the Wii shop. That's dead.
Oh, it's dead. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
completely.
I saw all on Twitter people doing rest in pieces for the Wii, the actual Wii Systems Wii shop.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That was
I
good.
mean,
got to put focus elsewhere.
yeah, you gotta. It's all about the marketing, man. You can't.
But I don't know how many times I've popped in their marketplace and just been like, what game do I really want to play for hours on end?
do you buy though?
Do I buy?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, they have.
That's
I
a
mean,
yes.
they
He
have
buys
free games on there
legally
too. But
buys.
the fact that the Pokemon games they're going out, granted it's the Pokemon Go version games are on there right now and stuff. That they're coming out with a second one, and that was games that you can spend more hours on.
Not a big Pokemon fan.
Well,
Not-
again, games that you can spend hours on at a time, away from your computer. Like the
What would get you to play? Like what?
That's
what
a good
type of
question.
Franchise would
soccer,
get you to
FIFA,
Actually,
FIFA on the go.
I
He's
gotta
gotta kick his Joy-Cons.
I've got to actually buy FIFA again because I didn't buy it this year.
Ridiculous.
But it should be lower in price.
Single-handedly
Fan.
keeping the franchise alive.
Me and 7 billion people. What are you talking
7
about?
billion
That's right.
people.
Everybody on the
entire
planet,
planet
is
Earth.
keeping
Have you
it
seen
alive.
them? They don't exist.
What did they do? They just put new characters in the same game.
Now that's a stretch. What do you mean new characters? Did you say new characters?
New players. I mean, every year they have new people playing
that's
soccer,
a
right?
stretch.
Because old people retire and new
There's
people
like
start.
7 people named Rubinho. Like they don't have to make new people.
just
So they take the
They
entire
just-
continent.
Copy.
Yeah.
Just copy. Make this one a little bit blonder.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's basically what it is.
What do we name him? I don't know. Put in like the Brazilian
It's-
name generator.
It's
Boom,
the
got
Call of
it.
Duty of let's just put one new thing in it and make it.
I have definitely co-sign on that. I will
Played the
definitely
same game
co-sign that.
500
I
times.
understand that. I understand I'm a part of the problem of you pay full price for the exact same game. EA is stealing my money, but I'm a sports fan, so like I do it.
You watching
And
the Super Bowl tomorrow?
I'm a real sports fan.
Whoa.
Football.
Hot
And
takes.
you can at him
Hot takes,
on
everybody.
Twitter at.
Hot takes.
Why
No,
not?
I mean, I'm not going to watch the Super
If you
Bowl.
want to talk to Aaron Carter, his address is.
No, how dare you?
If you want to send a bag of poop,
They can at me all they want. We can go back and forth football and soccer. I used to be a huge football fan, American football. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. You know, that's my team. Win
the
or
quarterback?
lose. Right now, Dak. Is that what you're talking
Is that a
about?
question?
Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Damn, nerd cards. He
but-
challenged you.
But
I guess
ever since I started playing
it's
soccer,
hard, I guess.
ever since I started playing soccer, I just kind of fell in love with that sport and it became number one. Like that's my thing. But to go back from that tangent back to your original question,
Yeah,
of,
Which I already forgot. Jesus.
which was what franchise would bring me to the Nintendo Switch.
Or just like what in general would.
It's only probably right now The Legend of Zelda. That's probably the only
there's
thing.
no like old franchise that you would like to see.
No, because the old franchise I want to
Right,
play
or-
right now is Mass Effect, and I'm
or-
getting that on the Xbox One. So I don't know anything else that's on there. That's why
What was the last mobile?
DS
And what were you playing?
That's
Mario
good.
Kart.
That's a good system.
But there was nothing.
Yes,
like,
I am psychic.
But there was nothing. Oh my god! But there was nothing that you.
It's like briefs.
Would you play that for like
Always
hours
brief.
on
Yeah.
end?
Oh no. Yeah. Actually, I would play that, and then I'd play no lie the Super Mario, the very first Super Mario that came out on the DS. That was just like side scrolling. I can't remember.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
just
just
Super Mario
new
Bros.
Super Mario
But it
Bros.
had mini games on there, right?
Yeah.
One of the mini games was poker, and
I remember that.
I played that.
That was.
I
that
would
was
throw
dope.
in headphones, hours
That was
lost, and just playing poker on a Mario game,
If-
which is weird.
If I don't know what game do you
And
play?
the stakes were
What
high.
RPGs do you play?
Shellfish. Is that a?
Never heard of that one.
Is that,
How
Sounds
is that?
intriguing.
What are the ratings?
I haven't played an RPG in a.
Well, and I just go to RPGs because I think what game could I play for hours, like a day straight, 16 hours straight, on the Switch with?
Well,
And
see, I'm a
that's something-
multiplayer
What game
guy.
would you?
Or a co-op playing. Like I like playing games with
Well,
other people.
Diablo, you can co-op. I
but
mean,
that's
but that's
so
what?
Diablo.
But that's what? Did you play that side-scrolling piece of shit game?
Dungeon Fighters Online.
Snakes and Snakes or something?
How dare you? It's swords and serpents. All right, swords and serpents.
Dungeon Fighter. That's like almost the same concept,
Yeah, but cooler
except
because
it's like
anime-ish.
looks like it's 1986. the
It's
graphics, but-
anime-ish.
It had Korean pop hair.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
but
K-pop hair,
again,
bro.
The
if you
Koreans
could
are
play
hot.
that on your Switch, which looks amazing, it like again, I play at least like 3 hours a day, like average, and that's like
Wow, you
not
gotta
a
get those numbers up.
not a day that I have off. That's a day that I work.
It's while
Okay.
That's while he's at work.
And the fact that I bring it to work, I play it on my lunch. I can do it while I'm watching a movie. I can do it while I'm doing whatever.
Saying lunchtime is for Netflix or Hulu.
or eating.
Oh,
But I can do both.
And that
See,
at the same time.
if I played on the PC, I could not watch Netflix at the same time. I'd be focused. But if I was playing, like you got here and I was playing while watching Hulu.
It's just wasting electricity.
I see you say that, but
Well, yeah.
my lights were off.
I don't know if that's
And
sad
the
or
candles were
I don't know if
lit.
that's a sad thing. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of franchises.
So if it
on-
was FIFA, you'd be down.
no,
That's
no,
essentially-
because FIFA, because I'm going to buy FIFA on my Xbox. I'm just going to play that. I don't play with anybody on FIFA. Like none of my. I used to play with people like Noel, old friends Noel, and my friend David, but they don't play like I actually. They're family people now. They have kids, so they don't play games as much as they used to. But no, and then I play FIFA. Oddly enough, for the story that I create myself
Devastating.
in the career mode. So like that's what I do. I literally do.
A game that you don't play for the story.
I
He plays for the
Two
story.
different people.
I'm just saying it's a fun game. Like if you love it, you know, me and my friends, and I was just talking to a coworker about this. Back in the day, me and my friends would all on the Xbox play NCAA football, and we would play a season mode because you can create a team.
Yeah.
And I created our high school team because the announcers would call us the Pacers and
Yeah.
everything. So we had the exact same logo,
Yeah.
blue and gold. We were out there on the field, and then we would put our team in the Pac-10 and take another team out. We would play the whole thing. We would make our own characters, integrate us on the team, and we would all just control our characters out there. And
Oh, it's a group.
as
It's
a
like,
group,
oh,
we're playing
4
co-op
of you.
NCAA, and we loved it. Like it was the greatest thing ever because it was cool little things like at the end of each month they would come up with a fake ESPN magazine, and we would try to see whose player got on the cover. Like I would go either quarterback or I would be wide receiver or something like that, and you would by your stats you would kind of see who made the cover of the ESPN, and it was just like something cool like that. And then they were like people to watch.
This reminds me of SmackDown on the PlayStation.
Like that,
you create your own character, and like everyone, there's like cut scenes from like other champions fighting each other, and you're just like rising to the top.
Exactly, like that, to see yourself integrated into this world that I'm never gonna play college football. You know, I'm never gonna play soccer for the
that
professional.
Attitude, you're not.
Terrible. So that's
well,
why I play these
machine.
games.
You can go back and win state.
Terrible.
You can do the Drew Barrymore. Never been kissed. Go back and join high school.
That old woman should have never been.
Isn't that David Arquette?
David Arquette goes back and plays baseball.
Should have never ever been allowed near those children. But no, yeah, that's kind of why I play. I play for kind of the immersion of these things. So I get into these games, and I don't see anything like that in the Switch right now. So
what you're saying is you need a real game with a real story to kind of just take you to a better place, other than.
I haven't had that since Mass Effect. Yeah, there you go. I've had fun games. Like we played Ghost Recon like crazy.
Yeah, we did play Ghost Recon.
We played Ghost Recon. We played Ghost Recon like crazy.
Yeah,
and Ghost Recon was extremely fun. I could not tell you what the story was, but I could tell you that it was fun.
Did you?
We were taking out drug.
You played Knights of the Old Republic, right?
I played for a few hours and then I just dropped.
Of the first one?
Of the first one, yeah.
Because the first one had like such a huge twist that a bunch of people got. Like, the story was really good.
It's been years, so I know the twist and everything like that.
Which I won't ruin for all the people who haven't played a game since 2006 or something.
Some people might get mad. Just saying.
I actually own it. Never played it.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I own it on Steam.
I think D was the only one I could ever talk to about it
because he played it like crazy.
He was obsessed.
That's
with it
That's how I played it the first time, and I didn't like the battle system. I want to feel like I'm swinging a lightsaber, and you know where I get that feeling.
Dragon Age style?
You know where I get that
that's
feeling.
What I don't like about, because he's just like, I'm the one swinging.
Yeah.
I don't want to set it in a system where the computer gets to do it.
Yeah.
It's like.
Is it World of Warcraft type attacking, or you just?
It is World of Warcraft.
I would say it's. Have you played Final Fantasy 12? It's a gambit system. It's a gambit system where you're not the actual one swinging. You say, okay, do this move, this move. If this happens, it starts getting into like where you're putting in functions and stuff. Where it's like, if this happens, use a potion. If this happens, use this move.
I don't want to rate
and
the
it's
code.
Like,
so I don't want to rate this.
And that's why
I want to kill this thing myself.
That's why I enjoyed that game. But in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, you set like, do this move and then do this move and then do this move, and then it goes in sequence. Whereas he wants to go up there and he wants to play like fucking Academy.
Thank you very much.
Which I thoroughly enjoyed. Academy.
Thank you very much.
The story was good, but I liked it best because of the free-for-all mode where you could just...
Oh, yeah.
You could be a Jedi just killing everybody.
And thousands of Jedis versus each other. It just lightsabers whooshing everywhere.
And that was... that for that game, because in the campaign mode, I enjoyed the campaign a lot.
Okay.
The story I couldn't say I enjoyed.
Academy? You didn't enjoy the Academy story? You're a Padawan under Kyle
Katarn?
Are you crazy?
The story was
so much
was
nerd
good
in this room.
The story was good, but I wouldn't say the story was like kept me in it. The battle system I enjoyed. I enjoyed being like throwing my lightsaber, it coming back,
throwing your lightsaber, pushing people,
doing the move to like where
jumping high, running fast, force choking people, all at your command, your button, not you programming something. I'll do it in 3 turns.
Hey, I need you to throw your lightsaber.
Yeah, like, and then
I need you to jump.
They react.
Run fast.
They react and they move, out of the way of your stuff. Like
it's not turn.
It's not scripted.
It's not turn basis. All that.
I don't like that. I feel like that takes me out of a video game. Like if I have to do like. I got over that hump a little bit with turn-based games like Final Fantasy.
What was the original question that
I don't know. This is tangent time. We're on tangent time, right?
Episode tangent 3.
Right. We're on tangent time. We're almost to the next segment, so just bear with us. Tangent time.
You only got a little bit left.
Yeah, we're halfway.
It's almost done.
Right? Tangent time.
So there's only 3 more left. We're fine.
So I got used to the turn-based style of the original Final Fantasies of pick fight and then you choose your moves and stuff like that. I can get down with that.
I can do that too.
But after I've seen the evolution of video games and I've seen that it can be done in a way that I do enjoy more than that way, then I prefer that. I just go with that. It's more of a satisfaction thing, a quick satisfaction, as opposed to I feel like when you're doing a turn-based, it's very much a slower tactic. Like you have to have a tactical mind, definitely, but I want a quicker. Like
I want to make a comparison for you because it just popped in my mind. But so your love of football. Football is, I'm sorry,
soccer.
Sports.
No,
football?
it's football.
Football. Okay, football. Okay.
Back to sports.
It's 90 minutes of running.
It's fluid. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay.
So
okay.
That's why I would compare you to
Unless you're me, then it's 90 minutes of almost dying.
90 minutes if I surrendered after 5 minutes.
Oh my God, we have to do this for 90 minutes.
But I think the reason that you like either soccer so much or you like that kind of gameplay so much is because you don't like for there to be the timeouts, the play calling, the strategic choosing. You like it to just be fluid motion the entire time.
Yes.
Whatever pops in your head, you do it right away.
It's like a waltz.
There's no resistance.
Yes.
So whereas I would compare it to the games that
go for a bunch of people.
the games that I enjoy, I compare it to more to football, where it's like you make the play, it's over, you come back, you make another play. It's like you stop, you go, you stop, you go.
And there's less meta, I would say, in the way that I like, because in yours, there's a lot of time to strategize, and people put that all online and stuff like that. So they're like, I know the best way to do this type of thing. With my way, and how it's fluid, you don't know how it's going to happen each time in that moment.
I would also compare that to League of Legends, though, because you severely like League of Legends, but League of Legends is you don't have time to strategize. It's a new game. It's 45 minutes, go.
Well, I don't like League of Legends because of the controls, though, not necessarily the rule set.
Controls.
The clicking, like I have to click to move him. That's why I love Smite. Smite is kind of the same. It is actually the same genre, but
it's probably why I would like Diablo better on the Switch,
because you're using a controller as opposed to clicking
on PC,
around.
I had to click, and
that's a control thing. That's all that for when it comes to League of Legends. That's a control thing because
you didn't like
three beers deep.
Terrible.
Mundo was, I think, your favorite.
Yeah, Mundo was my favorite because he was kind of.
I will never forget that Jada.
I have the video too. But
inside.
But yes. I think that's what makes a lot more sense. Is you like the fluid, continuous, no interruptions.
Yes.
Where I actually really thoroughly like Final Fantasy X is probably, I don't know how much hate I'll get for this, but Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy. What's that?
I was trying to tell him to stop shaking that.
Oh no, I can see if it makes any. Yeah, no, I can see.
I know what's going on.
So in turn, cut that out.
I thoroughly enjoy the turn-based kind of time where you really have. Let's make the best decision. Again, I play League of Legends and Diablo where you don't have time to. It's all about reaction. It's all about how quick you are in the moment.
So one of the things that
I'm open to more than you are is what. I'm saying.
No, because I do enjoy those games too. Because one thing that trumps everything for me, controls or strategy or type of play, is co-op. If it's co-op in it and I'm playing with my
Splinter
friends,
Cell? You were all about that.
If it's co-op, I'm down for it.
What was that one?
Conviction? I think it was.
What was the one that was?
I think there was one before that was co-op.
That whole YouTube one. It was Special Agent Bob and Super Agent Steve.
Oh yeah, that was Splinter Cell. That was Splinter Cell. Yeah. I don't remember which one it was, but so we're another thing because, like I said, this show and this what everything that we're going to be doing is always evolving. We do Let's Plays. We've done retro Let's Plays already, but I know there's one that I want to do. Now that you say that you like strategies and stuff, I think we should do a Let's Play of a game called Gladius. It was a Star
Roman.
Yeah, it was a Roman one, but made by LucasArts. And it's a turn-based. I think all three of us here, we should play. Maybe we can get one more because it is a 4-player co-op game, but we can do it with 3 people. But it's a game where it's a turn-based tactics strategy game.
I thoroughly enjoy the tactics game.
And it's probably one of my favorite games on the GameCube. Like,
never heard of it.
You haven't heard of it? We'll play a Let's Play. That is perfect. We'll do a Let's Play of that one, and I don't know. We'll do commentating over it and everything like that. It's a really fun game. I just have to find it on GameCube. It's probably expensive as balls, but no, it's on Xbox as well. I think it's on everything.
Original Xbox. It was on
original Xbox.
I got mine in the.
You got your original? You got 4 controllers?
Got to find a Gladius copy.
That's the other problem. I think Gladius is.
Just check Amazon. It's probably like 10 cents.
Tangent number 62.
No.
But
Jesus, I thought we were on like 1,000.
If Borderlands came out on the Switch.
Oh my God, Borderlands.
I don't know if that would because Borderlands
is first person.
Borderlands
so you'd have a good. you'd have a good view of the screen. It's a good enough screen, I think, that if you were in first person for Borderlands.
But Borderlands has steadily gone down, in my opinion, with each game that's come out.
But if they again, I'm like Diablo 3's been out for years, but they just brought it out on the Switch. If they came out with Borderlands 1 and 2 on the Switch, would you be inclined to
I mean, it'd be an extra point towards the Switch, but I don't know if that would be the hay that broke the camel's back type of thing.
Because I bought it on Xbox and these bastards didn't buy it.
That is also true.
That game that's just sitting
That's
there.
also true.
Again,
And I brought pre-sequel. Nobody wanted to buy that and play that with me. So
Also-
I think what's
true.
huge about the Switch is, I guess, the two things. Number one, bringing out old games that have done well that people love, the games that people would want to play again on a different system that they could play outside of their sitting on their computer or whatnot. And then you have the games that, like, let's make a new game like Breath of the Wild, for example, that's brand new for this system to bring that kind of bring those people who want to play a new game of something they've played in the past. So you have example Diablo 3, who's been out for years. Let's bring that out. I think they're doing extremely well right now with that, other than the mobile version that they'll be coming out here pretty shortly, which we won't talk about.
That's a big letdown.
But
BlizzCon.
and then you have again a Zelda game that's been out for, I mean, they've had how many before, and all of a sudden they make a new game version of it, and it's done significantly well. So that's the two angles that they have: bring out a new game, see if it's going to do amazing. It could, like, I don't know if you've heard of Octopath.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
Like that's
Octopath
have
Traveler?
I
Yeah.
heard of
Yeah, that
Octopath?
was supposed to be
Come
I
on.
don't know if
big,
you've heard of this new
RPG.
thing.
I've never done any of these video games before. What is that?
What's FIFA? What is
Yeah.
that?
Saying video game?
But yeah, so I think that's something that I've played in the past that I would thoroughly enjoy. Diablo, I'm continuing to enjoy on the Switch, and then, for example, Final Fantasies. Any Final Fantasy they bring out, I will play on the Switch because I think it'll be enjoyable.
Well,
But Zelda, for example, I think that was one thing that blew it away. It was this game that they brought out specifically for the Switch that did amazing. Like my boss bought the Switch just to play Zelda.
yeah,
But
no,
he's-
because it got
he's
high
finding
ratings.
other
Every,
games.
What I would do.
But he's finding other games, and I think that's the biggest issue right now is they have to release a lot more either new games that are just brand new games that are just like a lot of hours put in that make you commit to the Switch, or old games that you've played in the past, like Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. That you'd be like, man, I could play that like on lunch. I could play that when I'm on a road trip. I can play that when I'm on a plane, stuff like that. I think that's
gateway,
what would
then.
really get people to get it.
Yeah, I personally need a gateway. I need that one game that
That's gonna.
that will sell.
I
Yeah.
think it would. Breath of the Wild, I think, would be the.
Well, we'll find out. But we've hit about the 30-minute mark, so let's get into what we actually came here for today, everybody. The great debate. That's fine. It all goes. Yeah, no, it goes first. So what we did was, we haven't yet. I guess we're going to record it right now.
Yeah.
We picked two different factions. We have Marvel's The Hand and DC's The League of Assassins.
But wait, Aaron, aren't those two different universes?
Those are very much two different universes. Why was that even a
I don't
point of-
know. I just
I feel like that
wanted
was
to-
preceded by two different universes.
like when I said Marvels and the DCs? That kind of
I wasn't paying
one
attention.
person's thing and a different person's.
I was so like in the mindset, like
that's
I'm
two
gonna cut in.
persons.
So the debate here today is who does their job better?
Who is more effective?
Yeah, who's more effective, the Hand or the League?
We have
The
this
League
is
of
gonna be an interesting debate.
Assassins.
He says effective, I said efficient, and you said better.
All three. So me and Adam C will be debating this. We have not picked our sides yet. Well, we have spent the last week researching diligently these things, some more than others. And we will let Steven here be the judge and moderator, of course, of the debate. Steven has also come up with questions that he will ask us to kind of,
One thing is he giving the point system per question asked, or how?
I don't know if he's doing a point system, but
Or
I
do you
guess
have that already set up?
I had to come up with a point system. Now you're telling me this.
So at the end, do I get a vote if I won, or how does this work?
I was counting on a fourth person.
Are
being
we
here.
leaving this to you, the people?
no. Let's not leave it to the people. I
Damn
mean,
it.
they can judge it.
Put
I
the,
mean, they
put
can
the
chime
pressure
in.
on them.
They can chime in, definitely. But I mean, Steven, we'll have a clear cut winner tonight. That's what we.
Okay.
Unlike other competition that we've been doing, which will extend for another week, I guess. I don't know.
We were supposed to come out with the results.
We'll figure that all out. But right now, it is the great debate. Here we go. We have to pick our sides. So right now, we have a small box with the two of them in there, crumbled up in there.
Looks like there's one in there.
I didn't know what this was.
Well, it doesn't matter then.
This game's rigged.
Did you just take one out? Is that what happened?
No, it was
One
already
was
out.
sitting on the table.
Oh, okay. So then it doesn't matter who you pick it for. So
Okay, so
But race does matter, so watch out.
that puts me in a
There's
dilemma.
racism, and then there's reverse
I pick
racism.
the door.
That's
the door
terrible.
will go first.
So
We'll just go clockwise.
no. I'm just saying, like, who are you picking the teams? Or like, who am I debating for?
Okay, so I guess this would be yours then. So
Racist.
it's clockwise.
I'm sorry, reverse racist.
Terrible. What do we got?
Whatever, you pearl.
What do we get? That's horrible. What do we got?
All right, so Aaron, you will be the lead.
You son of a bitch.
Yes!
Shadows.
All right, new episode.
But according to this, we were supposed to be doing League of Assassins.
They're the same thing. They go through a name
So,
change. They go through a name
therefore,
change.
you are disqualified.
That's
and
terrible.
Aaron, Adam.
Aaron, you said it right.
This game's
You said
rigged.
it right. Leave.
And let's see what Adam gets.
All right, come on, big money.
Oh, man.
It says, Adam, get fucked.
Basically.
Yeah, I get the hand up the ass.
Okay, so.
All right, okay.
All right, you
What
ready?
about that third
Well,
choice?
here's
Luckily
the
for
thing.
you, I expected that this game would be rigged, and I was prepared to have the hand.
Okay, hold on.
I just happened to have my notes open to the hand the entire time
Hold
because I
on.
was like, I'm already good on the
You
League of
willed it
Shadows.
into the universe.
Hold on. I will let you.
This is bullshit.
I will.
Would you like to switch?
No, I will let him have his opening. So we'll do it in this fashion. This is how the format of it will go. We'll have our opening statements. We will have rebuttals against each other's statements. Then we will have questions from Steven, and we will have our final arguments and scene is how we will do it. Is that all right? It's kind of like a 4-rounder thing. Opening statements.
Opening statements.
I'll let Adam go first with his opening because, I mean,
Well,
I have no idea what's
Because
gonna
I have paragraph upon paragraph.
we'll keep it to a nice 2-minute limit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that fine? Okay.
I talk fast, so it's fine.
For the listeners at home,
Yeah.
we should clarify that the main question we're trying to ask
Get the coffee ready.
is who is more efficient at their job?
Yes.
The Hand from DC, or excuse me, the Hand from Marvel,
Oh,
Yes,
fucking,
or
fucking it up already.
Shadows from DC Comics.
Oh, man.
Who is more effective? Effective.
And now who's better? We're going to wrap it all
Who's
in.
better?
Who's number one?
Who's efficient?
Who is number
All right, so I guess we'll do some background, I guess, some foreshadowing.
It's your own.
you wanna give some
thing.
background-
It's your opening statement
All
here,
right,
sir.
well, opening statement / hey, this is what the Hand is. So the Hand is an order of evil, mystical ninjas who are heavily involved in organized crime and mercenary activities such as assassination plots. The Hand covets power above all other objectives. They are primarily based in Japan but operate it internationally. They were founded in 1588 as a secret society of Japanese nationalist samurai, but were soon co-opted by the Snake Root, an ancient ninja clan which serves as a primordial demon known only as the Beast of the Hand. I guess that wasn't quite 2 minutes yet. So, members of the Hand are practitioners of powerful occult magic and can murder a person and bring that person back to life as a servant of the Hand. But a few are known to have reversed this programming. The Hand's most dangerous adversary is the Chaste, a band of warriors once led by Stick, the blind martial arts master and mentor of Matt Murdock, which is too late, who grew to become
know
the
this was
costumed
interactive.
crime fighter Daredevil.
Good Lord.
Murdoch would eventually, after many bitter battles, accept the offer of becoming the master of the Hand for a time.
Okay.
It's a pretty deep, backstory there.
Pretty deep backstory. I'm not going to go into that much detail.
Interesting, by the way, just side fact. This was the dumbest thing. It said the Hand is over 800 years old, founded in 1588. I had to do some quick math there real quick. Someone was clearly in the future writing this.
Okay. That was pretty good. I mean, it told a history or whatever.
There was good dictation, I think, as well.
I mean, you just basically read a paragraph off a wiki. So
you said 2 minutes. Go fuck yourself.
All right.
All right, so Aaron, your opening statement.
The League of Assassins, founded by
Time's up.
Ra's al Ghul, we all know him as the Demon's Head, was I didn't find a year like him. I'm sorry. But they are a secret organization of a mixture of things: assassins, spies, all around tricksters that are responsible for some of the largest and most famous cities coming to an end. One of their goals is to kind of balance out things in the world. If somebody rises, or some organization or some city rises to great power, they're there to make sure that it's not, overly powerful, put it that way. So they will go in and tear it down. Rome wasn't built in a day, but the League of Assassins took it down in 24 hours. So there's some food for thought right there. They've had a number of different leaders. The Ghul family seems to be kind of the main one that has taken over. Either Nyssa or Talia has been, in the head. Their main leader, Raz, who keeps repeatedly coming back to be a leader, has shown great skills.
Opinion.
Can I finish my opening statement? I didn't interrupt you during your opening statement.
Sorry.
Right.
Start from the beginning.
That.
Yes, please do.
Minus 2 points.
They've employed a lot of different, types of assassins over the years. Their main opponent, if not number one, because there's actually a lot of them, would probably be Bruce Wayne himself, Batman, the detective, as Raz calls him sometimes.
And also on Team Steven, just throwing that out there.
They have been successful in many ventures, which I will go into later. But just know that they have actually a history of success, even at the face of almost decimation by the hands of their foes. Thank you. Thank you.
Done very well.
Rebuttals, I think we're time to do that.
Well, yeah, I think I said fake news a couple times in there. But,
okay, thank you.
That's your rebuttal?
Yeah,
Is that what
you're
that's what I got.
jotting that down?
But so one thing that I found interesting, and you mentioned it with the, well, I guess what I mentioned it with, we are able to the hand. We are
You're
able
part of the hand now?
to kill, take out the opposition, and then bring them back to life as a team member, if you will.
Okay.
Whereas you have, this is where I'm solely going on differences. Whereas you guys have, and I know for a fact that I don't have your site. I forgot the name of it. The Lazarus Pool, I believe it was.
Lazarus Pit.
Lazarus Pit,
yes.
So the Lazarus Pit brings people back to life, but it gives them the what is it? Bloodlust.
Crazy. We call it the crazies.
Well, if through my research
yes.
of the last several days, the bloodlust are where they have to hunt down whoever, not have to, but they hunt down whoever killed them or who has caused for their demise.
I'm failing to see the problem here.
It sounds like a problem to me because on our team, we make the opposition friend, not foe, whereas people who go into the Lazarus Pit happen to go crazy from it and not really what you would say a positive effect. It brings them back to life, but that was side effects. Whereas we bring them back to life solely for them to benefit our side. So that's bringing back to life is a huge sway of battle, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, that's
bringing them back to life and not knowing what the hell they're gonna do afterwards is a totally different kind of ball game, if you will. But, excuse me. I had my time. You had your time. Minus 2 points. Minus 2 points.
We'll jot that down.
Just wanted to interject.
One thing that I found interesting was that you have the League of Assassins, the League of Shadows, where when I was looking through my research, we are an organized crime syndicate, if you will, not just specialized in being assassins. Whereas you guys more destabilize governments and try to create balance and whatever you see fit.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking more as you guys being a neutral kind of ground of like, we do what we think is right for our situation, I guess, if you will. Oh yeah, hold your goddamn tongue.
Got so many.
Again, because every bad guy is only bad to the good guy, right? So
I mean, if that's what you want to say,
it really comes down to it. But I didn't really get to go into my members. I mean, we have Daredevil, Elektra, we have Hobgoblin, Iron Mask.
These are all members of the Hand.
Of the Hand.
They have been
at
one point.
Yeah, correct. Kingpin, current leader of the Hand. So, I mean, you could say that, or I could say rather, my accusation would be that we're more of a crime syndicate involving many different forms of, I don't know what you call it, high crime, including assassination, whereas you guys dabble in other things, but are more for the assassin, if that would be correct, assassination.
So you're saying you have your hands in more like business ventures.
So it's like if they were
crime?
to only be assassins and again kind of delve into the I don't know what I would call it, but destabilization of certain governments, whereas we're just like in depth in all these crime syndicates. We are involved in a great many more things than they would be.
They have a toe,
and our form of revival is much more superior. I think I'll just
they have a toe in assassination.
Throw that out there. Well, I mean, they have assassination down pat, but I think that's it. But yeah, he looks like he's ready for his rebuttal. Let's go ahead. With that.
Let's go to the other side.
Okay, so
Aaron,
let's break this down because there's a lot was said there. A lot was said there.
2 minutes. That was 2 minutes.
So in the beginning, we're talking about revivals. He says we have an inferior revival system, is what he's saying with this Lazarus Pit, even though for hundreds of years it seems to be doing quite well with the Ra's al Ghul, who has been a consistent leader for as long as I can remember.
Who else came out with
Tim Drake, a Robin of thank you
hold your applause.
Tim Drake, a Robin of one of the greatest nemesis that the League actually faces, Batman, actually looked at some receipts, which is weird that we kept those around, business receipts for the League of Assassins, who on average kill 100 people every month worldwide.
Okay, so you say your receipts.
The efficiency to kill 100 people in positions of power to destabilize governments has to be ridiculous. Like there's second to none. That's what I would say. Also, my opponent here talks about the recruiting that his so-called hand does. Did he tell you that his major nemesi are blind?
Nemesis.
So the casts, or whatever they are, the chasts, they're led by a man named Stick. He's an old blind man.
Blind monk, yep.
Yeah, he's an old blind man that taught, the Daredevil, as he said, both blind, physically blind, cannot see. They have not been able to kill either of them. They briefly, successfully got one to lead them, but then he was brought back to the other side. I, on the other hand, with the League, will point you to one Lady Shiva. She was a pawn for a major scheme that we had of creating the Ultimate Warrior, basically. We killed her sister. Mm-hmm. She came back for revenge. We indoctrinated her.
That is 2 minutes.
He didn't get 2 minutes. We indoctrinated
Time's
her.
up.
We indoctrinated her into the League of Assassins, trained her to be the best warrior on the planet, and then she had a child with one of our members. We didn't only take her over, we made her one of us to the core. Thank you.
A lot of evil shit going on there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of evil stuff.
I don't know if I get one more say, if that's possible. If you've said everything that you can to what I've said.
I've said, do you want to You got something for
He's
that?
trying to rebuttal his rebuttal.
Are you trying to rebuke my rebuke?
Are you saying that you are more evil and successful in your evil ways? Is that
I'm
what you're
saying any plan that we hatch, we see all the way through
Would you say
to success.
Would you say mostly evil in terms of assassination is not a good guy?
Evil is a spectrum, so it's all from the point. Because I mean, you say you do things. Your organization was actually built on more of a independence type of thing. You needed independence from a certain.
We're breaking from the samurai.
Exactly. So you had good intentions there, but then along the way, good intentions are paved, with.
Well, because I mean, Ra's al Ghul
evil
broke from
people.
the Order of Assassins, correct? If that was.
Well,
my-
see, Ra's al Ghul has his own, and that's why we've had different,
who
leaders.
is Ra's al Ghul's greatest opposition?
I would probably say Batman.
And what does Batman have to do with the League of Assassins? Has he at any point taken over the League of Assassins?
He stands in the way, if anything.
Has he ever taken part of the League of Assassins?
Not to my knowledge so far.
Yes, he took over the League of Assassins. And do you know what he did with the League of Assassins?
Made it better? I
He
don't know.
created
Get
an
a Batcave?
anti-crime syndicate with them. So in terms of who was more effective, you guys were taken over by your greatest opposition, and he actually led you guys to do something completely opposite of what your mission statement says.
Was it for long, though? How long was this?
3 weeks. I couldn't.
3 weeks. All right. Then.
So him and
Approximately 4 comic books long.
Mind you, we were defeated by the world's greatest detective 1, somebody that consistently,
detective, a man.
also consistently, blind guys, blind people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have more than just blind.
Spank you,
blind
consistently.
homeless men. That's what they were.
Also, the guy that beats you isn't even the greatest fighter on the planet.
Do you know how he won? Do you know how he overthrew the
I don't know.
League of
He
Assassins?
accidentally knocked over a vase that caught
No.
fire and burned your whole organization.
League of Assassins was overtaken by Batman because Batman and Ra's al Ghul decided to step into the Lazarus pit together, and only one of them could survive. And whoever came out of the Lazarus pit would have immortality.
Okay.
And Ra's al Ghul died, and Batman came out of it. So Baz al Ghul.
Baz al Ghul.
They fuse together. The fusing pit.
So Batman overtook the League of Assassins and made them an anti-crime syndicate, essentially. So we could stop the conversation now because
it's been an ebb and flow of this thing with Ra's taking control and losing control and taking control. I will say that is probably the only inconsistent thing about the League. That's probably the only thing that I can point to. But I mean, at its current form, he's definitely back in the driver's seat. Batman is back in Gotham, doing his thing or whatever.
So currently, Ra's al Ghul is in.
Yeah.
He's the head.
Exactly.
He's the head of the demon.
Yes. The thing I would say about my opponent is one of their things about the hand, quote unquote, is there's fingers because they're broken up into different factions as well. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's doing different things. Everybody's on their own here. We got the pinky off doing his own thing with drugs. We got the middle finger giving the middle finger to other people, and they can't even.
Have you ever run a business before? Do you have the CEO that goes store to store and says, "Okay, are you guys doing what I need you to do?"
But you
or
have
does he instill that
you
to
have
other
the
people
what?
to-
Who runs your company now?
all right,
What
all right.
one person runs your company now? Not 5.
Let's go ahead and
You got a one-head
But there's
go ahead
person.
and put a pin.
You got a
Let's
head
go ahead and
honcho.
Put a pin on this.
Let me at
All right, all right.
This is
This is
bullshit.
getting,
whatever.
it's getting a little heated here.
This is my rebuttal.
All right. So at this point in time, we should probably move it on to questions.
Okay, let's do this.
You guys, you up for it?
I'm ready.
So these questions are written for both of you.
Have
So
they
you
been
guys-
pre-screened?
No, apparently.
You could have
Apparently
had a pool of people.
So they're for both of you. I want you guys to go ahead. I'm gonna read the question.
100 people surveyed.
I'm working on it. I'm working on
Since
it.
Aaron, you drew first
I
on
drew first blood. Yes.
the
Piece of shit.
yeah. No, you did the rebuttal.
No, he did the
I
first.
got to speak first,
yes.
but he got to pick first.
Okay, since you spoke first, I'm gonna give him first on the question,
Thank you.
and then you will
This
get
is bullshit.
you will get.
Is it because I'm the light-skinned gentleman here? Is that
You're the
what's happening?
pearl,
answer.
so he will stay in the pearl's place. The coal is talking.
No, on question 2, I will give you the first dibs. Okay, so question 1:
Mhm.
Your organizations have had different leaders over the years.
Yes.
Excuse me. Your organizations have different leaders over the years, and it's changed. How does it affect your overall goal for the organization for the better? Please provide an example.
So the different changes, like I said previously, we've gone through. It's changed hand multiple times. The overall goal has fluctuated with it, like any organization. Whenever the new leader comes in, they have a new goal for the people. So with the change of hand, I will say, of leaders, I would still say they still are efficient in what they do. So no matter who's at the top, whatever directive comes down,
Let me talk about me.
the people get it done. So whether it's Bruce Wayne at the top with a new directive for everybody, gets it done. Whether it's Ra's al Ghul, gets it done. Whether it's Talia, she gets it done. So it comes down to the training of the people, which is always the same. It comes down to the mentality of the people, which is always the same. They're loyal all the way down to if you fail at a mission, you actively have other members that will pick up that mission to kill you because you failed, and then see it out. What's his name? The archer. I'm sorry. I'm already Merlin. Yes, excuse me, Merlin. Another member that's been kicked out, disgraced, because he failed to complete his task. So
Which is to kill Batman.
To kill Batman, correct.
Yeah.
So the pressure is on, of course, the person, of course, but we set our standards high. You can't come below a certain standard. If you do not get the job done, you're not a part of that, the league. So with standards like that, throughout the different leaderships of all the different people, that's never changed. So with those type of standards and the outcome of the missions still being successful, depending on the leader that, or what directive that they have, we're good. Like they're solid. They're dependable. They're reliable.
So your overall goal
changes.
It changes.
Yes,
Okay.
it changes.
So
We've had at least 6 different leaders that I can think of off the top of my head.
So your overall goal is not the destabilization of
The original goal.
that was the original.
The original goal.
Okay.
But like any business, you change, you adapt, you overcome. That's what you have to do. So when new lead comes in, you got to do it. You got to do what you got to do. It really falls onto the people that are. It's like, who runs the company really? Is it the head or is it the employees? Without your employees, you don't have a company. These employees have been consistent over the years. There you go.
Okay. All right, Adam. So did you need me to
Please and thank you.
All right.
Oh, good Lord. You can hear it? You can write it down?
Okay. So
I'm sorry. This is...
Insubordination.
your organization has had different leaders over the years. Have these changes to leadership affected the overall goal of your organization for the better? Please provide an example.
So the word better, no.
It's the Anglo-Saxon word. Go on.
Good morning. So, I mean, obviously, again, we're talking about, I figured out that 800 years ago in the 1588. So 800 years ago, you had a group of samurai who saw a different kind of way of thinking from their current members. So they decided in the year 1588 to break off and kind of form their own kind of thing. So a lot of leaders in the past 800 or 600, 500 years of this sect. But what is interesting of all these leaders, they have grown to kind of have a more, I guess I would say, specific vision. So I would say that world domination would be the overall kind of goal. And the hand is comprised of, as Aaron said earlier, the 5 fingers of the hand. You have 5 leaders of this organization. And what's, I think, more important of that than just having, for example, Ra's al Ghul in charge of other people, having 5 leaders to kind of divvy up, to have a vision to either that they share or disagree on, that they can still take more of a kind of different vision, different things that they are doing to get their overall goal.
Mm-hmm.
So right off the bat, let's just say that the current 5 members, they might not all see eye to eye, but they're all doing different things to accomplish the same goal. And they have so many people under them to complete the underlying task of their specific leader. So, I mean, for example, Hydra was a part of the Hand. That was something that they.
Keep going. Just
I was just clearing my throat.
Oh yeah, very specific time to clear one's throat. So I think for that one specific kind of subsect that they created for overall domination, I think that has stayed true, and we're talking World War I, World War II times, of where up to the present they have stayed consistent throughout their many leaders to complete an overlying goal of how can we be the overwhelming power? How can we be the dominant force on this earth? And no matter how many people have been in charge, how many people are taking position, they have the same, albeit that it is you say for the better. That's why I bring that up. For the better is, in their eyes, is for them to be the control, for them to be the one power, the one dominant force. And I think that's what we have. No matter how many people are coming into path, having one person like Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul lost in the Lazarus Pit, so Batman took over, and boom, the entire thing came about whatever Batman wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. The fact that you have so many leaders in charge of the Hand is that you have so many ideas and so many thoughts that have to be involved in it, and it's not just one overlying goal. So,
I will give you.
There's
both.
Question 2.
Can I cross?
There's
and that's
question
it.
2. I will give you both 1 minute to refute anything the other person has said.
Well,
but
I
we're
didn't
gonna
listen
keep
to a
it.
damn word that
We're gonna keep it at a minute.
Real fast.
If you want, you can take that minute to add anything else that you may have left out.
Real fast.
But yeah, because you got a minute. Starting now.
Okay. It's real simple. When you're working at a job and you're going in there day to day, would you rather have one boss or 5? That's all it is. You can count to many different situations where the Hand has had different objectives because both hands at the top or both fingers at the top weren't talking to each other. Real quick, if you go to look at the season of Iron Fist. Mm-hmm. Iron Fist, they had a little subsect of the Hand that had a different objective than the main hand. One thought it was evil, one had a different, whole light on the situation, and they hated each other. So how do you have inner fighting between each other if you're supposed to be a part of one organization? With the League, no matter who's in charge, the core people are all the same. They still have the same thing. We accomplish whatever our leader needs us to do. They are that die hard. Thank you.
My comeback to that is, did you just bring up, what was that show that you brought up real quick?
I brought up the show Iron Fist.
Go fuck yourself. That's what I have to say to that. So anything that has to do with that, you can just kiss that right off. But secondary, so if we're bringing this back to the original, who is more effective at their job, if the job completely changes with their leader, whereas let's just say 2 people of the Hand decide to be good, but the other 3 are evil or blah, 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 blah. Again, that changes to the leader, and they have the 5 in power to change that. Whereas Ra's al Ghul is dead, Batman takes over, and they flip-flop to being everyone else now has to align with what their leader has to do. You brought up at your job. Do you want to have 5 leaders or 1? If you work with 5 other people, yeah, of course you want 1 leader. But if you're taking across hundreds, if not thousands of bodies, you're not going to have 1 person tell everyone what to have to do. You have to have it spread across. You're going to have different people with different specialties. I'm not going to have somebody who, for example,
4 seconds.
Teaches people how to kill people to teach everyone how to steal stuff. I feel I was selling real estate all of a sudden. Jesus.
Oh my god.
He could not get that in there.
That was great. All right, and that's
Eat, Sleep, Play. Eat, Sleep, Pray. By that's a good book, right?
That
No,
will
Okay.
conclude question 1.
All right.
All right. You guys
Are we getting a point system here? How's we?
I don't know. He's still got questions.
It's
I
in
presume.
my head. I still have 3 other questions. Docking points.
That's terrible.
Question 2.
Goes to who?
You will start first.
Okay.
And then it will go to Aaron, and then we'll do the same thing with the minute rebuttals.
Word to your mother.
Okay.
All right. So, question 2. In a world filled with super beings, what type of training or skills are taught to the recruits in order to help them combat these so-called heroes?
Well, I mean, just to start off with, we're more of a mystical, like we have the ninjutsu. So there's a lot of physical aspect to our training. There's a lot more magic that's added into it. So whereas the League of Shadows, I mean, you might add in a couple powers here and there, but I mean, yeah, here and there. Shut your mouth.
All right.
Whereas again, we bring people back to life with the magic that we have individually. Like every single member has that power.
Ooh.
Whereas you have a pool.
Ooh. Every single member has that.
Okay, let's
dial that back.
Let's
Chief.
dial it back a little
Let's
bit, but
dial it
just
back,
just
Chief.
just a scotch. But yeah, again, we have the ability in the training of samurai, ninja, of mystical powers, not just the physical aspect, not just the physical world. So there's a lot more added into the routine of these members, other than just, again, karate, just martial arts. There's a lot more that we have into it. And to compare that to the League of Shadows, I mean, you have people that are added into it. Again, let's just throw it out there. Batman, a part of it, and for his 10 seconds. What are his actual powers? He had martial arts, detective. Let's throw that out there. Who else you got? You got Ra's al Ghul. What's Ra's al Ghul's powers?
Immortality. I mean,
just something that a body of water gave him. Let's just throw that out there. So
just saying.
The training that they are offered, I think, is a lot more effective and a lot more well-rounded for multi-beings than is from the League of Shadows.
I didn't want to cut you off.
I didn't hear a beep. So
oh no, that was
that's just all on you. Okay.
Full reign on that.
All right, let's.
I didn't mean to sound like a douche. Apologize. All right.
Forgiven.
Aaron, do you need me to read the question over?
No, I got it.
Okay.
So there's been many ways. Like, we're not just a group of ninjas, the League of Assassins. I mean, that's kind of, if you want to say anything, that's the face. That's what you see on the outside. But it's all about fooling your opponent and stuff like that. We've also had under Talia's reign an army of man bats. If you've never seen those foes are genetically altered ninjas to
bunch of
man bats,
just like men.
No,
crime.
Like a Batman.
No. Bunch of bat-sized or men-sized bats.
Bat-sized men.
Like giant flying, bats that are, super strong. Also in Green Arrow and Black Canary number 11, there was actually a metahuman team that was sent out and trained. So metahumans are humans with special abilities, as you know, to combat.
Like they can do their taxes like better
terrible.
than the average person? Or what?
Terrible. But that's just some of the ways, We're more of a sneaky organization, I would say. You can't always just force, your way into things. So you can't attack head on. Like, let's say a Superman type of thing. You're not going to fight a Superman head on. You're going to attack, what he loves. Get around him. Look for his weaknesses. So that's how they train the leagues. It's all about getting the job done, definitely. And if you can't get the job done with your normal tools, then of course you have to use other tools that are at your hand, at your disposal. My, opponent here says that, Batman is like their, and he is. They're one of their greatest things. And like, what is his ability? Okay, he can fight and he's rich and, he's a detective and everything like that. Somebody
his
that
401k is his superpower.
Somebody that constantly hangs out with people thousands of times physically stronger than him, but still has their respect. And that's who we face all the time. Unlike the blind people that they fight constantly and apparently just can't put objects in front of them for them to trip over because that's.
Did I not mention that there was magic
That's
involved in
another
this?
thing.
Like, they may be blind.
Just saying. So yeah, back to your original questions. We employ man bats and metahumans with a plethora of different abilities and powers to take on other metahumans.
So instead of training, you
create these things.
Create and
yes,
and,
it's all under. It's
hire.
It's no. This is all creations.
All creations.
Yeah, all creations. None of these were hires.
Okay.
We don't hire outside. We just create. So if
get hired.
recruit, because like I said with Lady Shiva as well, she was another one that we came and created into one of the world's most deadliest women, just with the tactics. It's kind of getting the job done. That's kind of the overall directive, no matter who's at the top.
Okay, so a lot of deception and
deception,
martial arts, and
minute rebuttal, sir.
Okay, so let me start the minute because you tend to.
Two things I want to add to the rebuttal real quick before he times me out is number one. Shit, I forgot the second one already. The first thing is. So first thing is when they die, the hand, those involved with the hand, they turn to dust. So they when they pass, there's nothing left behind. So no trace, nothing to. So when they complete their job, if they were to perish, there's nothing left to trace back to whatever the hand, if it may be. Number two is that when somebody dies, they can bring them back and then turn them to their side. So in terms of the training and in terms of what they do, whatever is done on my opponent's side, if they were to battle and I was to kill one of you, I bring you to our side. I get all that information, whatever training that you have, that now belongs to me. And it's one thing in their arsenal that they get to have by, he said that they're sneaky and that they go around and they have to, oh goddamn, that's the shortest minute of my goddamn life.
You gotta get it in there, sir. You gotta get it in there.
All right, it's good. It's good. Good addition. Good addition.
I don't know what addition he added, but you want to give me a minute?
Yeah, so I was getting ready for it.
I mean, we can knock it out. We can knock it out.
He's talking. Can we count that part of the minute?
That's fine. I mean, even though he's, that's fine. I'll take the time.
Objection.
I mean, like I said, just to restate what we've done before, we imply, implement other tactics other than just hand-to-hand combat. There's no need for us to just stay in one road when the objective is basically overall is to get the job done. They halt certain conflicts around the world, of course, to stabilize, governments and all that type of stuff. They deal out their own brand of justice type of thing, like a lot of other superheroes already do. We just are more efficient and ruthless with ours. It doesn't matter how we do it. So either by sword or by powers, the League of Assassins get it done.
Okay, Trump.
Make Gotham great again.
That's horrible. Detecting points. That's my own biasm.
I hope that McDonald's.
All right. Question number 3.
Okay.
All right. So, just a little imagination on this one.
Okay.
Just,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
So, definitely probably going to have to reach outside your own notes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, if the hand was in the DC universe.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, so you're answering first.
Yes.
So we're back to Aaron. If the hand was in the DC universe and the League of Assassins was in the Marvel universe, how would your organization defeat your opponent's arch rivals? And I picked your arch rivals.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
So,
put a rock in front of the
for
Daredevil.
the League of Assassins,
See it trips and falls.
for the League of Assassins, you would be taking on the Defenders.
Ooh, okay. All right.
And obviously, for the hand, you would be taking on the Bat family.
Good luck. They have writers on their side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All they have to do is fucking wait.
So, all right. Aaron, you have the floor.
League of Assassins. Yeah, let's time this one actually because
You want that? We'll go 5 minutes.
I think that is
I think you can get your point.
I think that is. Give him 2 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Let's go. No, let's go 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah, because we're already.
Because that minute's
late.
pretty quick.
We're already late in the show,
Oh,
right?
hold on,
So
let
you
me-
know.
Let me cancel that. All right. I'll start timing when you start talking.
The League of Assassins dealing with the Defenders. I'm guessing you mean the Defenders from the Netflix show, which is Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
If that helps, yeah, let's go with that one.
Okay, because the other Defenders of the Hulk, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, that's a little OP.
Yeah. So let's go with
let's do that one.
let's not. So the defenders of Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. So let's see, a guy with commitment problems, a alcoholic, a blind man, and somebody that doesn't know how to really fight. So boom, real easy. We already have the numbers on them. They're only used to dealing with regular ninjas. We already have the metahumans on our side with various abilities, and we also have the genetically altered warriors on our side with the man-bats. So clearly, we just flood the city with man-bats from a sky attack because, as I understand, none of them on the defenders can fly, correct? Yes, that's correct. So the most difficult one to deal with, if anything, would probably be Luke Cage, since he is bulletproof. He has, some, impenetrable skin.
Just some,
I guess. Because, he has vulnerable spots too, like the eyes. And like I said before in the previous question, if you can't go a direct attack, you go for a round what they love. That's how it is. We've been able to infiltrate high-ranking areas of the government. It wouldn't be that difficult to infiltrate, excuse me. I'm a little, whatever. Infiltrate.
Are there children involved in this?
20 seconds.
Low areas. So it's easy. We take out the two normal fighters first with the Iron Fist and the blind guy. And then we use our metahumans to take out the other metahumans that are actually in the group. Pretty easy. And flood the city with man-bats. Flood the city with man-bats.
All right.
All right.
And that wraps up that.
Intact.
Okay. I'm going to turn the question over to Adam. Adam, when you start talking, I'll start timing.
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Okay. If the hand was in the DC universe and the League of Assassins was in the Marvel universe, how would your organization defeat your opponent's arch rivals? In this case, it would be the Bat family.
Okay. Ready when you are for timing.
Start talking, I'll start timing.
All right. So we take a universe that's involved with a lot of magic, a lot of supernatural, and you give us opponents that know hand-to-hand combat and then have to file their taxes, their 1099s and whatnot at the end of the year. So our biggest issue is to overcome this bat person, not to be confused with the bat men that fly around, abnormal size to bat,
Thank you.
if you will. But here you have this normal man who is a detective / martial artist, and he has money. And you're going to put him in front of people that have supernatural, they have mystical powers, and they can bring the dead back to life. And you're going to bring him and his kids to battle against us. I think that is just an atrocity. He says over here that he's going to beat Luke Cage because his weakness is his eyes, because his body is so resilient to bullets and swords and stuff. Forget all that. He has weak eyes. But you take Batman, who's weak to any number of things, and they have an issue with that guy. But again, Luke Cage with his vulnerable eyes is going to be the problem. So give us a man who has a bat suit that, the military wears, and we're going to have that problem with his 10-year-old kid running around in a little Robin suit trying to give us grief. So again, kill one of them, bring them back to life on our side, and the rest of the family is just broken in despair about trying to get this one person to change sides, how to be... Yeah, because for a fact that if whoever of the Bat family got changed sides, they might be more aggressive, they might be more like... something to fight for, but this person was brought back to task with, what, Lazarus Pool? Are you going to bring that up? Yeah, Lazarus Pool. Okay, cool. You're still talking about your powers. Now you're talking about my powers. And that's all I got. Yeah, you can't even beat the Batman. How are you going to beat Luke Cage?
And that is time.
10-second rebuttal.
No, because we will be here all night.
I'm just saying, made no sense. Like, we just
I
kill
wanna-
one of your
I
guys and
wanna
bring them back.
stress
Like, they've done that before.
That this
With
decision,
different powers.
And
And
you came right back to our team. Like, you came
with
right back to
different
the team.
powers.
Good Lord. All right. Is it final arguments? Is this what we're doing now?
We have one more question, and then we'll do.
I thought you had 3.
I have 4.
Good Lord, man.
And I guess actually,
Did we answer it already?
question
is that
4
what
is more of I guess final argument.
What's your perfect Sunday?
Yeah, I mean,
Question 4, and we're back to Adam now, right?
Mhm.
oh wow, okay.
Question 4.
Racism.
Docking points. What makes your organization more efficient than your opponents?
This is a closing argument.
Yeah, that was the question.
Okay, well, that's fine.
All right.
So closing
Closing
arguments.
arguments.
Go ahead.
All right.
With a rebuttal as well at the end, I guess?
no, we'll just
just
close
closing
it.
argument.
Just wrap it up. Bring this.
So,
convince me.
my chocolate
You
opponent
won.
has
Okay.
said many things
Racist.
today.
Docking points. Oh, hold on. Let me.
Can you repeat the question?
You want 2 minutes on this
Yeah,
one?
let's go 2 minutes on this
All right.
one. Yeah, let's do this.
So your 2 minutes will start again when you start talking.
What was the question?
Oh, Jesus. What makes docking points? What makes your organization more efficient than your opponents? Basically, why should I choose you over him?
So when I think of businesses that have contracts out for other companies to take care of their lesser, smaller contracts, if you will, think of it of, let's just put it in a way of like, if I was a billionaire and I wanted, I made a company that was, one restaurant, not a fast food chain, but I wanted somebody to take care of that and do that job well. That one restaurant, I would totally give that to the League of Shadows. They could totally own that one building. But if I wanted to open a chain, a $1 billion company, I would give it to the Hand because they deal with more. Again, I'll bring it back to the mystical, supernatural aspect of it, where they're dealing with a lot more. I'd say power, a lot more issues in terms of like it's more to deal with. Whereas again, the Batman having the Batman as an opponent is an issue. That's definitely something to be reckoned with. But again, I would compare that to taking care of a one franchise McDonald's down the street. Instead of owning the entire chain and be responsible for every single one. It's a lot more to take into your kind of fold, dealing with a lot more of a powerhouse than with what the League of Shadows could compare with. So all in all, I think that we have a lot more that we have to deal with. A lot more that's I feel like I'm talking in circles, but a lot more that's problematic, a lot more that's mystical, supernatural, that is like 10 times, 100 times worse than dealing with the Batman. And granted, we have world domination where they're worried about Gotham.
All right, and that is time. All right.
I'm unhappy with that, but I'll stick with it.
You have no choice. All right. Aaron, would you like me to repeat the question?
No, I got it.
All right, then time will start when you start talking.
So basically, to sum it up, the League of Assassins are your all-around jack of all trades. The overall objective is to get the job done. So let's just put you in the shoes of the leader, Steven. You want to be the leader of the League of Assassins. Boom, you got it. What do you want done? Boom, we'll do it. How we'll do it? By any means necessary. We have the metahumans. We have the magical side. We have the science side as well with the genetic altering of people. We also have the training. We take enemies, turn them into allies. We're not just on the assassin sides of we seek and destroy type of thing. We also are on the political sides because we have members that have put themselves in these positions to attack from different sides other than just killing your opponent with a weapon. We kill you politically as well. We destabilize countries. We do all type of tactics to get the job done is the overall theme of our whole organization. So no matter who's the head of the dragon still flies. That's all it is. It all comes down to the members. And the way that we go through our members, of course, is very rigorous and there's lots of training and all that type of stuff. But it's all to serve the purpose of whoever's the head. And that's what it's about, is getting the job done. So no matter who the head of the assassins are, the job gets done. Unlike the Hand, where Blind Joe and his uncle can just trounce around New York and beat them up. And then they've taken L's on multiple occasions. How many seasons of every single Netflix show is the Hand in it, and they're just getting beat? Blind guy, bad choreography, and drunkards. Boom.
Aren't bats
I'm
blind?
just saying. I'm just saying. So, League of Assassins, if you want to get the job done, you can go to the hand if you're looking for the bargain bin ninjas.
Harsh words to wrap up that.
And I had 6 seconds left on you.
And yeah, 6 seconds. Wow. This is gonna be a tough decision.
Doesn't seem like it.
Do you have to go by the play-by-play and the?
I might have to listen to the playback. Yeah, might have to. You guys have definitely crushed this debate. I think personally. I hope our listeners will agree.
I'd like to thank Adam for sparring with me. It was very enjoyable.
Knife was only pulled twice.
Yes.
I won't say who.
I just want to say, before this night is over, who the hell made the hand?
I believe it was what's the guy? Morrison, wasn't it? Grant Morrison.
Grant Morrison.
I tried not to go too much into
Maybe
it.
not.
I tried
Maybe
to stick
not.
more
I'm
with
not sure.
the hard math, but
I don't remember.
Jesus
I'm not
Christ,
sure.
that was
Definitely.
I deserve to win just for principle.
Silver win for just showing up.
You keep saying that, but it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty-
Frank Miller is the one who created
Of
that.
course it fucking
Frank
was.
Miller. That's who created the hand.
And writing that down.
All right. Do you have a choice, or how do you want to do this? Do we want to actually,
Do you want to give it by round, point per round? Do you have point per round?
were you paying attention?
No.
What did I say? Sentence 2, word 3.
Did you get what he said in that 4 seconds that he had left?
I'm
the
telling you
third
right now.
round?
I did not hear anything you forced out. In that 4
He's-
seconds. You wrote a
Slow it
novel
down.
in that 4
Slow it down, and you'll know what I
I
said.
had a
It was
great
incredible.
many things to say and not enough time to say it.
I'm really interested in what the listener out there has to say. Definitely.
That's-
The one listener, yes.
I
Let's-
actually want to pawn this off on them to make
Okay.
the decision.
I mean,
Because
3 weeks before we
honestly,
hear back from it.
four questions is tough.
I mean, if you want to take it that route,
I mean,
then I mean, you just promote the heck out of this show.
Did you happen in your mind of minds to give, let's say it was the intro, it was question 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you happen to say like who had the best of either side in each one? Did you give a point to either side?
Okay, so
Were you paying attention?
I think no, I was paying attention. So like this is how, because when I did these questions, I was thinking more of a presidential. I almost said debate or debate. I almost said debate.
That's horrible.
But debate. And so like with those, you watch it. There's no clear winner. I mean, you can you have your own opinions of
There's
a
always
clear
clear
winner.
winners.
But I mean, it's for the people to decide.
Correct.
I feel. And it's the same thing with this. I feel like it would be unfair if I just said one of you.
I think
I
you were
can give you
given
my
moderator
thoughts.
/ judge.
No, I understand that.
So you had a dual role.
So this is
How you're
how
rolling.
I'm scoring it.
Okay.
Since question 4 is more of like closing arguments is fine. I'm probably not going to count that too much.
Good, because
So it was for nothing. The final was for nothing. Is that what you're telling me?
so his FU
No,
meant nothing
so
and my rabble meant nothing.
I scored as question 1. I'm going with Adam. I really liked what you threw down, how you started it.
What specifically?
Me personally, honestly, I do like the fact that the 5 branches, because when I was doing my personal research, it was that they have their own agendas, but they always come together, and when they come together, they're almost unstoppable.
Oh, I was just thinking
They're
I saw
really
evidence towards the other direction for that, but whatever. Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine.
Very
That's,
pessimistic attitude.
I'm
over
just
there.
saying, it's just
So it's a
Mr.
little-
Hey,
little
new
bit-
leader? Yeah,
and
fuck
this is why I want to give it to the people.
New leader, new objective.
Just
Fuck
saying,
it, let's
so
do
bad.
it.
I rode with one of you. I'm not gonna say who.
all right. Let's.
All right. Question 2. You guys both came up pretty hard with the answers.
Gross.
6 to
Deducting-
midnight
deducting
real
points.
quick.
I definitely like the mystical magical thing, I think that was a plus.
The one where he gave the examples of each of those mystical magical things, right? Oh, he didn't. That's right. Oh,
that's
that's
another
right.
thing.
Good Lord. We have magic.
Are you Stephen, the judge, right
Just
now?
saying.
He's just over here trying to rebuttal my reaction.
I like Adam saying, by the way,
Just saying.
global warming.
So-
Just saying.
So, but on Aaron's side, I did not know the creation of the man bats, and I did not know that
Talia
they
Ghul.
basically. Well, I did read the Lady Shiva,
Lady Shiva.
and that was
Hold on.
very.
His rebuttal. Batmen.
Man bats.
Man bats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, how does your training... We have Batmen, people. We have men
Man
that
bats.
look like bats.
Man bats.
Good training.
Have you seen a bat up close?
That's good training. Yeah, I saw that damn movie, Bats, with...
Lou Diamond Phillips. There you go. Yeah, I know what you're talking.
He
I know
gets
what you're spitting.
This is why Steven and I should do our own thing.
So that's good. So if I had to go with question 2, I would probably go with creation on Aaron's side.
All right.
So that would
So
be
what
my
good-
clear
what
cut winner
What
with
good
that.
training do you have? We take bats and make them extra large.
And then the reversal of swapping universes and taking out the arch rivals. The creation thing threw me off with you because I didn't think about that when I was coming up with this question.
Yeah.
So, I think if we did do the comic book verse, you just because the Hulk, you had like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they would have.
there
I would have
been-
conceded that really.
There
fast.
would have
Like,
been no way.
No, you got the Hulk. Thank you.
So I mean, that question was a little bit more easier.
Did we
to
ever
answer
deal
for
with
you.
that? Ever?
'Cause-
One time? Did we deal with that?
The Hand deal with the Hulk and all them. They're pretty street level people because they kind of can't even take out.
That's-
I didn't
that's
even
like
bring.
asking
They didn't
for
even bring that
Kingpin.
up. They couldn't even take over a 4-block radius in New York. I shouldn't even bring it up. That's horrible.
Your
We're
rebuttal-
trying to take over a city
Your
and government.
your rebuttal
They
is-
couldn't take over Harlem. That's what they couldn't
Your
do.
rebuttal is over.
It's horrible.
Don't worry, I didn't note it. Yeah, it's okay.
See, and that's the stuff
Objection.
I'm talking about.
I lost my train of thought.
Terrible.
Originally, for the Bat family, I was going to put excluding Batman.
He focused all on Batman.
Who the hell? I mean, if you can't take out Batman, then
He is the progenitor. So
Yeah, he's kind of a big piece.
But I still say the Hand
it's
couldn't
called
even
the
deal
Bat
with
family.
the Hand.
Who's in charge? Who's the patriarch?
But see,
The Green Lantern.
but going back to the Netflix shows as kind of like a guide, I would think that with those, the Hand's way of kind of like putting themselves in like government and high places of power.
Oh, you mean the League's way of doing that?
No, the Hand does that too.
Where they put themselves in?
I could have swore I
They're
read that they
they're
were-
rich. They have money,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't seen them into society and they're like the government are the
Like no, they like have those people on their payroll.
Yeah.
Well,
Where,
pay-
They
Yeah,
have
we're-
they have those people.
I'm just saying we are those people.
no, ridiculous.
There's a
So
difference.
you're the foot soldiers. Got
There's
it.
a
So
difference.
you guys need another 2 minutes to rebuttal?
There's a
Where do
difference.
you get off?
Why don't you just pick? Why don't you just pick? We're at an hour 30 right now.
I don't want to pick. We're gonna do the thing like Sopranos and be like, and my answer is, and then we cut fade to black.
It's just the
Fade to
music.
black. And
That's
cut
how
the
you piss off
podcast.
5 people.
That's
real quick.
exactly exactly.
Oh,
That's how
man.
special cases
Um,
gets
Oh
irritated.
my
So honestly,
Hold on. Who got question 3? I'm confused because that's the winner.
That is the winner because it was a tie.
it is a tie. It literally is a tie.
You have blue balled 4 guys right now. That's just
Someone's on their way to work right
So-
now.
But I'm probably going to go with
Racist.
with League of Assassins.
the coal miners, the hardworking men. That's what you have heard today, everybody. I would like to
not to take anything away from you.
Whose
Take it
show
all-
is this?
take it all
This
away
is
from us.
bullshit.
you,
Take it
you
all away from him.
definitely like you worked it for the hand. Like it's
Jeez.
definitely a hard.
I worked the hand all right.
every night.
Leave the
Before
money
you
on the
sleep.
table. Walk away. That's all.
It's 2
You
fingers,
don't
walks
have to
off.
cuddle with them afterwards
Just
and tell them you love
defended
them.
something I
Uh,
believe zero in.
We're going to. Well, I mean, that's what I like about the debates. If you can debate the other side, that you don't, because literally, I was dodged a bullet. I did not want the hand whatsoever because
This
I was
definitely
like,
was.
I was like, the hand is garbage. Like
I
what?
almost erased them from my notes.
quick question though: is that supposed to be like? I don't know which one came first, but is that like the hand supposed to be?
The hand came second.
Well, see, the hand
But
was
is this
started
like, you
about
know how they
800
have-
years ago.
We're not doing
like-
this.
Dark Side Thanos.
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing?
I
Is
don't
that
know
what
if they're.
that's
I don't know if
supposed
that's
to
the
be?
equivalent. Yeah, I don't know if that's.
I think you guys were 1981 is when Ra's al Ghul
The Al Ghul.
showed up with the League of Assassins.
Yes, that's a question mark. All right, but
That's
anyway,
a
well,
dumb answer.
well, so we can wrap this up. If you are listening right now and you think otherwise, and you want to comment on the debate, who you thought won, or your points or anything like that, please hit us up on any of the social medias. We
Please
are
do.
at Before You Log Off on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Just Google search or go to any of those social medias and put Before You Log Off, all one word. Go on, of course, all
Yeah.
the different places that you can listen to us on iTunes. We got Spotify and all this stuff. Tell your friends and all
I
that
want
type
to.
of
I want
thing.
to see some debates of the people. Like I want to see.
If you have
them.
suggestions on debates
Yeah.
that you want to hear us, definitely shoot those out to us on, again, all the social medias and stuff like that.
Please no Batman vs Superman because these two will literally kill each other.
It'll be a full episode.
Episode
and
2.
I don't. Want,
Episode
I don't
two.
want to have to tiptoe out of a crime scene.
Episode.
That's all I'm saying.
League of Assassins 1968, The Hand 1981.
Yeah,
Adam
so-
wins. Adam wins.
League of Assassins were created first. What are you talking about?
I was just bullshit.
You literally just said that. So, anything else before you log off, anybody? Before we log off here?
No, man. I just really want some community feedback.
I do
and
too.
Some community.
Yeah, what do the people think about my rebuttals?
I
Because
really wanna know.
This is bullshit.
Anyway, I guess that's enough internet for today, everybody. So, for Aaron Carter, Stephen Gutierrez, and Adam C., we will say good night.
Good night, then.
Night.